Hello, and welcome back to Hunter Tuned. You may have noticed I got rid of the beard. Sorry. I don't know, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing, and I'm like, fuck it, let's just cut my hair. Cut my hair and cut the beard while we're at it. I don't know. I don't like cutting my beard because it makes me feel like less of a man, and especially with these cold-ass temperatures outside, it makes me, a little bit more cold. Because, hair keeps you warm, and hats keep you warm, and sweatshirts keep you warm. But anyways, today we might be installing some new LED headlights onto my CRX and getting the Mustang up and running. I was going to do some of this stuff in the last video, but it kind of ran a little long, and we were doing some cool science experiments outside, doing cold start videos, and throwing boiling water up into the air. If you guys haven't seen that, it's kind of a fun little video that me and my girlfriend kind of made. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to go check it out. And if this is your first time here on Hunter Tuned, I hope that you do stick around and subscribe to my YouTube channel here. And check out my website, huntertuned.com, if you guys are in the market for fuel injectors. I do sell fuel injectors on my website, and I also try to help out people tuning with base maps, with Honda S300, Neptune, Chrome, you name it kind of thing, and I try to do my best to help out. I also do a lot of LS based stuff, V8, Chevy based vehicles with HP tuners, so if you do need help with that stuff as well, I can offer you a pre-flashed computer, or help with tuning your V8 turbo project or whatever you got going on. Let me know. I'm glad to help out. So anyways, it is finally starting to warm up a little bit here in Wisconsin. Currently it is only -7 degrees outside, and honestly it feels normal. Like, it doesn't feel like super cold right now. It's obviously fucking cold out, but it's not like unbearable at this point. Being, only -7 instead of -30 like it was this morning. Anyways, this weekend we're supposed to have a warm-up trend from -7 today, and then tomorrow is supposed to be like 16, and then Saturday is supposed to be like 35, and then Sunday's supposed to be like 45. Like, what? It's fucking crazy. So literally is going from this morning being -30, some places -35 degrees temperature, to Sunday 45 above. That's 90 degree difference in temperature in like 3 days. We're going to be hitting like we literally hit record low temperatures this morning in history, like record low temperature this morning, and we're scheduled to hit record high temperature Sunday. Crazy. It's just nuts to think about that, guys. It's crazy. I obviously am very welcoming to the warm weather that is coming. It'll make the fishery and ice racing this weekend a hell of a lot more fun, so we're not going to be freezing our balls off. Even if it was fucking 10 degrees above zero, I think I'd be plenty fine after dealing with this -30 degree bullshit for the last couple days. But I'm excited for ice racing this weekend. But anyways, kind of wanted to just talk about all the crazy shit that's been happening weather-wise. I don't know if I believe in like climate change or global warming, but it's kind of hard to like ignore the the science and the data that has been coming in. Like, if you're data logging the world right now and you see the temperature trends and like all this super frigid air that's just like not natural to come down like this far into the United States. Usually that shit stays like in Canada, Alaska, the North Pole, Antarctica. It doesn't usually stoop this down or this far south. So it's kind of crazy to think about. And it definitely gets my like anxiety up a little bit because, well, quite frankly, I have anxiety, but I also feel like I have anxiety about fucking shit that I feel like is an issue, And I always have had I've always had is anxiety as far back as I can remember. Is I started having anxiety in high school, and I was always like paranoid of school shootings because if you guys obviously know about like the tragedies that have happened all over the world with like Columbine and all these other school shootings and mass murders and stuff. It's crazy to think that like back in high school 10 years ago, I was the guy that was like sitting there freaking out in class, worried about this stuff. like that's as far back as I can remember anxiety actually coming on to me, and actually like having panic attacks and stuff was in high school, because I would like just freak out about that kind of stuff, and like I don't know. And then I got out of high school, and I still had anxiety, but like it kind of went away after high school, because that stuff really wasn't on my mind anymore. I didn't have to worry about it because I wasn't in school anymore, and I didn't have to worry about like that stuff happening to me personally, because I wasn't in fucking school anymore, and I didn't have to worry about that stupid shit. So I got out of school, and then like the only other thing that kind of really gets me like kind of worried about stuff, which I feel like some of this stuff is normal. Like it's normal to be worried about that stuff, and it's normal to be worried about like crazy weather and stuff. I feel like that's normal for people to get worried about that stuff. But my brain, the way it works is I literally will obsess about this stuff, and I obsess about the bad stuff, which is terrible. I need to train myself to stop doing it, but it's so hard to be able to do that it's fucking taxing on my body, like 100%. It's crazy. But anyways, like with the only other thing that actually like I remember getting anxious about stuff is the weather. And the weather is also another thing that like kind of like I don't care if it thunderstorms or whatever, but ever since I watched the movie The Day After Tomorrow, I got this like feeling in my body of like, holy fuck, this is crazy. Like how are these people thinking of these ideas in these movies? And then for it to be kind of happening in real life the last couple days is just mind-blowing to me that this stuff is actually happening, and it's kind of scary. I don't know where I'm going with all this stuff, guys. I'm just kind of telling you guys that like when I watched the movie The Day After Tomorrow, it kind of hits me in the feels in a certain way, that my body kind of just reacts to it and notices like this is something that's real. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some stuff kind of hits me in a certain way that my body kind of knows. I don't know why or how. I don't know if I'm psychic or what, but I've told my girlfriend this 100 times. Like I feel like I'm psychic sometimes, and so whenever any thought comes into my head, I always feel like I'm right. Not necessarily with like car stuff. I'm very humble about it, and if somebody has ideas or whatever, I take it. I take everybody's opinion with a grain of salt, kind of thing. But at the same time, I feel like I'm very smart. I'm not an idiot by any means, I don't think. I feel like I need to start having more confidence in myself. But at the same time, like any thought that comes into my head, whether it's negative or positive, I always feel like I'm right. And I obsess about those thoughts. And I think that's like one of the main reasons why I have anxiety and why I'm trying to like battle through all this shit. And the only reason I'm talking to you guys about it is because I love getting the feedback from a lot of you. Because a lot of you guys out there that watch my videos, believe it or not, are extremely smart. Like, all you guys are fucking awesome. And I love getting the feedback from you guys because it helps me, like, tremendously grow as a fucking person. And grow with knowledge on cars and grow with all this shit. It's crazy. Like, you guys are awesome. I can't ask for a better fan base, guys. So I just wanted to fucking thank everybody again. For all the support and shit that you guys give me. It's super fucking awesome. I hope I really used this footage, guys, because I go on these tangents on my camera all the fucking time. Like, I'll come outside if I need to vent and I don't have anybody to talk to on the phone or whatever. I feel like I'll just come outside and I'll talk to my camera a little bit, and then I'll go look at the footage and I'll be like, oh, I sound like a fucking crazy person. I don't want to put that video up, you know? But it sucks because, like, people like me will get anxiety. And I feel like a lot of the people that get anxiety are really smart people. Like me and Christian were talking about this one night where, a lot of people that are well educated and are very smart and logic thinkers, like they think logically and stuff like that. They think about some of this stuff and it gives you like anxiety, and it almost gives you like a sense of worry or a sense of fear. And, a lot of people like this, they'll get panic attacks and they'll go to the doctor, and the doctor just says, okay, well, we'll dumb you down and we'll give you medication so you don't think about this stuff. At the end of the day, it just makes you stupid. I don't know. At least that's the way I felt whenever I've taken medication. I've always felt like either slower or, I wouldn't say I'd feel stupid or dumb or anything like that, so that might not have been true, but I just feel like I just don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm turning into somebody else when I take some of these drugs. And I don't know if it's like a tactic that, you know, some higher power is trying to do or what, but it always scares me because all these thoughts run through my head, guys, and I always try to like make sense of every situation, and whatever makes sense to me at the time, usually negative, you know, negatively, it's making sense to me in a negative fashion, and I just roll with it, and that's how my brain works, and it just keeps rolling with this negative thought, and I can't get it out of my head, and then I fucking panic, and then I can't breathe for fucking 2 weeks straight, and then you know, some days it's extremely hard for me to get out and fucking film, you know, videos that are like worth a shit. So it's really hard for me to fucking do this stuff. And then some days I'm super thankful for, because all this stuff is just off my mind and I don't think about any of it, and I blow it off and I feel great, you know, and then it comes back with a vengeance, and it's like, oh, fuck you. You got stuff to worry about. I guess it's just I need to find this balance of like worrying about stuff and then like letting it go. Like I gotta work on letting go of a lot of this stuff. It's just really hard for me to let go, and you know, let go of a lot of these thoughts and stuff. But I don't know. But anyways, we are going to put some LED headlights into my CRX, which sucks. This car, I feel like I don't want to be negative this whole video, guys, and I'm really not trying to be. I'm just trying to talk and make sense of some stuff. But anyways, another thing that I just kind of wanted to state is I bought this CRX like a month or two ago, or 3 months. I don't exactly remember when I bought it. I bought it a couple months ago. We got it running. I had the title for it in my truck, and the title for the CRX was in the truck, and we cleaned the truck out one night, and I think we ended up throwing the title away, which completely sucks. I don't know if it was me or somebody that was helping me clean the truck. I don't know if it was Christine or Christian or whoever. I'm not fucking pointing fingers. It was my damn fault. But anyways, the title got fucking misplaced. I've looked everywhere for it, and I think it got thrown out, and it's gone. The fucking title for the CRX is nowhere to be found. And I do know the guy that I bought it from. He works at a parts store local to here, and I've been texting him, and I was just like, hey man, I lost the title. Is there any way that you can fucking possibly get this back to me? Or, you know, I can pay you $100 for your time. I've offered him money. I've offered him $100 to just go to the DMV, you know, half hour out of his day to get me a replacement title, which is like 20 bucks, I think, if you go to the DMV. He just has to get it because I haven't transferred the title over to my name yet. So I'm literally shit out of luck with this fucking car, and I don't even want to build it if I don't have a title for it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could probably get away with fucking, you know, like my hatch. Honestly, guys, like I haven't registered my hatch in a long time. Whatever. So anyways, the CRX, you know, if it doesn't have a title, it doesn't really pay for me to build it. I have $500 plus, you know, time and labor and shit into this car, which sucks. It's just like, I'm really hoping I can get a title for this thing, but the guy just keeps kind of blowing me off. And I'm really trying to get him to go get me a title so I can have more ambition to work on the CRX and do whatever to it. It just sucks because, like, if I don't have the fucking title for it, he's the one that has to go to the DMV to get a replacement. You know, and if he's not willing to do that, this car is literally scrap metal. It's fucking garbage to me. I don't know if I can just go buy another shell, or like there was a CRX for sale a month or two ago that my buddy Brandon was selling for $200, and I'm almost kicking myself in the ass for not buying it because I could have VIN swapped it. You know, like I don't know if that's possible to do on this car legally or whatever, but like nobody would ever know, honestly. So like I could have just took the title from his $200 CRX that was rotted to shit. The car wasn't even really safe to drive. I could have took the title and the VIN from that car and put it onto this one maybe. I don't know if that was possible, or if I can maybe find another CRX like that that's like a pile of shit for $200 that has a title and a VIN number that I can swap stuff over to this one, because this one's really clean and I really want to keep this one and I really want to do something with it because it's the cleanest CRX I've ever had. So yeah, I'm just hoping that maybe I can get the title for this thing and whatever. This fucking clip is 15 minutes long. Holy shit, this video is probably at least 10 minutes long already. I'm sorry. But we'll get to fucking putting some LEDs on here, and then maybe we'll run out to the storage unit and do some stuff out there. But anyways, this car does have some projector headlights on it. So it has these, I don't even know if you guys can tell, but they have like little halo rings around the headlight bulbs there, or the housing, the lenses, whatever the fuck. And it has just 9005 bulbs or whatever. installed. This harness does need a little bit of work on it, but I have some LEDs from a company that they sent over. I also have these fucking DSM 450cc injectors. If anybody would like to buy these injectors, I think I got them on Facebook for like $60. If you want me to ship them, it'd be like $65. Speaking of fucking ship for sale, I got a couple other things here. I'm trying to raise some money because, well, we have a project coming, guys, and it requires a little bit of money. You guys probably know what the fuck I did, but anyways, so I have these GSR rods and pistons as well. If anybody wants these, this is an aftermarket high compression piston, all in good shape yet, may need rings. These P72 rods and pistons, this is a high compression GSR setup right here. I think they're 12.5 to 1 on the stock rods, so if anybody wants to build an all motor B18, this is a good way to do it. And I have the rods and pistons available if anybody wants them. I feel like I have a couple other things for sale possibly, but I don't really want to keep rambling on and on and on. Okay, my nose is starting to freeze up here. But anyways, I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff here and possibly just bring in a couple bucks because you know, we have some stuff I need to pay for some stuff here pretty soon. I would like to get the bigger storage unit. We got the storage unit that we have now, and I'm paying I think it's like $190 a month, which is pretty good for the amount of space we have. It's a 30 by 50 unit. And I want to get the bigger sized unit, which is a 60 by 50, which is pretty much two of the ones we currently have. Hang on, I'm putting you guys on fucking on the car right now so I can warm my hands up. But anyways, we have the storage unit currently that is 30 by 50. I would like to get the one that is 60 by 50 so we can have more space and just do awesome stuff and like build a shop out of it. I feel like that'd be really cool. That's what I want to do. That's my plans. Because after going to the storage unit the other night, I actually brought one of those big ass kerosene heaters out there, and I put one of those kerosene heaters out at the unit when it was 10 below one night, and I shut the door at the unit and I turned the heater on, and it was cold for like the first 20 minutes or so because it's such a large space. But once it got up to temperature, it was fucking warm in there. And I'm like, this is crazy. I could totally like work out of here. Whereas if I have a heater in my home garage, this garage leaks so bad that the heater needs to be on like the whole time to keep it warm. Whereas if at the unit, it's actually sealed up there. Even though it's not insulated, it's just sealed. The heater actually gets it up to temperature pretty good. So anyways, what I want to do is I want to get that bigger storage unit and get the 60 by 50, which is huge. It's huge. We could fit fucking 30 cars in there. And it's only $380 a month, which isn't much for that amount of space. So I would like to get the big unit. I've been wanting to get this bigger storage unit for a while. I just haven't justified the cost of it because you know, obviously I've been doing YouTube here full time and my website and stuff full time, and my website is like sometimes it makes a couple bucks and then sometimes it doesn't make any money, and it's kind of hard to like justify the cost of it if I don't have the money kind of rolling in or whatever. But I kind of want to take a chance here and maybe just get the bigger unit. Maybe the YouTube thing will get more views, and you guys will be interested in watching some of the stuff we do out the storage unit. I would like to, like I said, I would like to get the bigger unit because I have, if you guys made it this far, fuck it, I don't even care, I'm going to tell you guys. I have a dyno coming, and I bought the dyno, and the dyno is coming, so I'm trying to, the unit we currently have is too narrow. So like if we have the dyno in there, it's going to take up the whole middle of the storage unit because it needs, I'm going to bolt it onto the floor, and if we want to pull a front-wheel drive car on it, we have to pull it on one way, and if we want to pull a rear-wheel drive car on it, we have to pull it on the other way, and I don't really want to maneuver the dyno around. Maybe I'll put wheels on it, I'm not sure. But it'd be easier to have more space to be able to go around the dyno to go and pull onto it, or, you know what I mean? So the bigger unit is a good investment, I think. It just needs to pan out economically. So, and I got to figure out a way to get the dyno back on a budget. I have a couple leads. One guy was supposed to get back to me today, he never did. And then I have a couple other leads. My buddy Kurt down in Madison actually is trying to help me out with freight and try to get the dyno back to Wisconsin from Arizona. So I bought the one in Arizona, and I have to figure out a way to freight it back to Wisconsin for cheap. And it's the guy that I bought it from is like totally cool with me taking my time on getting it back or whatever. I've had a couple of you guys actually reach out to me and offer to bring it to me, but it's just the cost is like I'm not expecting to pay $5 to get this thing back. It's obviously a little bit heavy and it's a little bit kind of a pain in the ass to load and unload. So I do expect to pay a little bit of money to get it back, but I want to be able to get it as cheap as possible because I didn't pay that much for this dyno. I don't want to pay more than what I paid for the dyno to get it shipped back kind of thing. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm trying to find out the cheapest way to do this, and my buddy Kurt down in Madison, he said he can do something between like $200 and $400 to get it back, which would be like totally cool, totally awesome. That would leave me a little bit more spending money to possibly put the security deposit and everything like that down on the larger unit, which is a month's rent. So that's another thing is like it's kind of an investment to get this bigger sized storage unit, being that it's not just like a month's rent that you got to pay up front. It's, you know, the month's rent and the social or the fucking security deposit. So it's going to be almost $1,000 to get everything rolling in there. And then I would like to get like, you know, maybe a toolbox or something to have out there. And, you know, I'd like to build a loft upstairs so we have more storage upstairs. So we don't have to take floor space up. I'd like to build a loft and just all these fucking cool ideas, guys. I have a lot of cool ideas in my head that are just fucking brewing away. And I really want to make them a reality. And I feel like now is a great time to do this. And I feel like with the dyno coming and everything is just like a good excuse to get the fucking bigger sized unit because we kind of need it. And then I can have everything out there and utilize the space and what have you. So my hands are fucking locked up right now. I'm cold. How long is this fucker? 23 minutes we got on this clip right now, guys. Maybe I'll just fucking upload this fucker for like, you know, entertainment, just blabbing away. Hopefully you guys fucking enjoy these blabbing videos. I feel like sometimes there's good info in them, good information. Sometimes there's not. But anyways, so maybe I'll go to the storage unit tomorrow, procrastinate some fucking more on putting the Mustang back together. I got some tires mounted for it today. I went to Expert Towing and Recovery. If you guys are in the Oshkosh area in Wisconsin here or anywhere in the Fox Valley, Expert Towing and Recovery has helped me tremendously. They always let me use the tire machine out there and always let me, you know, if I'm in a pinch and I need to mount some tires, or in today's case, they have like a whole pile of used tires that they kind of tear off of vehicles, and I went snowshoeing through the back of their fucking shop and I found some tires that I mounted up on my Mustang wheels, and I was able to get a set of tires so I can roll the Mustang around and have it on street tires, because the only tires I have for the Mustang are slicks and they go flat. And every time I go to a storage unit, I can't move the car because the tires are flat. So this is a great fucking way for the Mustang to be able to roll around. I have those tires now, so yeah. Anyways, enough fucking babbling. Let's try these headlights out, guys, because I'm supposed to make a video for them. Let's see who sent them to me quick. Let's see. Too many fucking emails. Okay, so Jackie Huang, I'm probably butchering that last name. We would like to provide a 60% discount code for your fans. Please kindly put our product links and discount code in the front of your description box so that your audiences can see it without clicking show more. If your fans interested that they can buy it with our code number directly, here's a product link for our discount code, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll open the Amazon link here and we'll look at it. So these are the headlights, come on, that I got sent over to me. These are $140 LED headlights, so you can get the discount code, I think, and they'll probably drop it down to like 40 bucks. So these are LED headlights. Bosella is the brand, US Bosella. I don't know how the fuck to say that. So anyways, cool. We got some fucking headlights here. This is the Bosella. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Bosella, We got an instruction manual here. I am the bee's knees at doing product reviews, guys. Look at this. Fucking lighting sucks. Everything like that. I actually got LEDs sent over to me from another company for my pickup truck, and those headlights have been working really good, but they're really bright and they shine opposite of what the stock headlights shine. Like the way the shroud is around the bulb, I had to totally modify the way my headlights point. So those kind of, I don't really know if I like. I didn't even do a review on those ones. I think the company maybe yelled at me for not doing it. I don't know. Half the time I just fucking don't have the time or I forget. But I do have another set of LED headlights in the hatch that I did review last year, I believe. And these headlights have been doing really good, and I like the color and the brightness of them. But the fans on these headlights for my hatch that I currently have, I don't even know what fucking brand they are. You guys will have to go back and look at the videos. But these headlights work good. But if you can hear that, can you guys hear that? So these headlights have like little mini fans on them, and the fans are like super loud and squealy. I don't know why, if it's the cold weather or what, but that's one reason that I don't know. These headlights are good, but I just, they got issues too, so whatever. So I'm going to install the headlights into the CRX and see how they look, and comparison between the stock headlight and the non-stock one. I'm going to plug a fucking heater in quick, and let's grab the fucking extension cord here and plug the fucking heater in, because I cannot feel my hands. Oh, come on, fucker. I'm just gonna fucking not edit this fucking video, and I'm just gonna upload it for you guys, because I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Alright. Fuck you. Come on, fucker. Alright. Plug in. Whoa! Can't feel my hands. The thing about my camera too is, like, when it's this cold out, I can't film for that long because my camera battery will literally go dead. Because of the cold weather, the battery just goes dead. Yeah, my hands almost hurt now. Because it's funny, just like fucking the weather we've been having lately, extreme cold to extreme warm, my hands go from extreme hot to extreme cold, and they hurt. Alright, so I'm going to take out the driver's side headlight here, and I'm going to replace it with the Bosella LED. So I think I'm going to put the factory headlights in the high beams, and then the low beams are going to be the LEDs. Okay, so these headlights come as two-piece unit. It has a little thread-on thing, and then a ballast that it goes into, so this thing just threads onto here. Hopefully you guys can hear me with the heater. So this thing just slides over like this, and then threads in. So we'll plug it in first, like this. There's a little dowel pin that needs to line up on this plug. And then we'll thread it together. Alright, so there we go. And then this end just plugs into where your factory wiring would go. And there we go. I got the LED installed on this side, and it looks really nice. I like the color temperature on this guy. There we go. Oh, we got some clicking going on. Also, I did notice that the bulb itself, 1 second here. Turn this fucking heater off. Alright, now you guys can probably fucking hear me a little bit. So, anyways, I got the headlight installed, but I did have an issue here with the headlight. It has this little fan. Oh, it does have a fan on it. Okay. So these have a fan on the back side of them. I didn't even notice it. Okay. So it has a fan, and it has this like ring around the bulb, but this ring spins. So this ring right here could, I don't know, like this headlight is like pulling out. 1 second here. So like, I could just like pull the bulb out if I wanted to. It's still a snug fit, but I could pull this like little trim piece off. I could just pull it off, which is not good. Yeah, so this little trim piece right here literally just comes right off. It doesn't lock into place. It's held in with O-rings, which, I mean, I guess maybe it keeps heat out of it or something. I don't know. It works, and it's not. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's just kind of loose fit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky, and maybe they're fine, but I have no idea. So, anyways, that looks really good though compared to the other one. I'll turn the brights on so you can see the LED and the halogen right next to each other. Let me see here. There we go. So now all the headlights should be on in the front here. So LED is on the right, halogen on the left. LED looks fucking sweet in these housings, I gotta tell you. So they're definitely a lot fucking brighter, just like any LED headlight really. So that's really cool. I'm gonna get the other one installed here, and then probably gonna end this video off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There is a little thing here that says remove glass. So I have to remove, there's like a little sticker on the bulb. I don't know what the hell that even does, but it says remove. So I removed it. So I'm gonna put this other one in, and then we'll call it a day. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's gonna be it for this one. Tomorrow we're gonna go get everything ready to go racing, and maybe we'll go take a little drive on the lake. I feel like a lot of this rambling and stuff would have been a lot better driving out on the lake. But anyways, they do got the ice road plowed out on the lake now, and the bridges are out to go over the cracks. So we can now drive on the lake, which is super cool. And the fisheries this weekend, so we're going to get everything ready for ice racing. Blah, 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 blah. I got a fucking haircut. I shaved my beard. I'm sorry. Anyways, the LED headlights in this thing actually look pretty fucking sweet. The O-ring mounting thing I don't really necessarily agree with, but hey, it fucking works. They're mounted. They look great. They don't make noise, and hopefully they'll last for a long ass fucking time. But anyways, thanks for watching. Check out the fucking link in the description to buy a set of these headlights if you guys are interested. They did sponsor my video here, so I got these headlights sent to me for free. So thank you very much to this Bosella company. Like I said, I'm fucking butchering the name here. Bosella, sure. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much for sending these my way. And thank you guys for fucking listening to me ramble. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, please hit the like button. That way I know if you guys actually watch all the way to the end, because I don't think I trust YouTube analytics. Maybe I trust them. I don't know. But anyways, if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, please hit the like button, because I'm just doing an experiment this video, so I know if you guys actually watch all the way to the fucking end. Let me know, because it'll greatly help out. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great fucking day, and we'll see you tomorrow.